Okay guys, time to talk about this new update on TWB2. On this update, I added a new control map for the element panel. So if you're using an element panel with 1 BT, 1 KB, 1 TK and 1 MF panels, you can use this map here and you will have all the TWB already mapped for this panel. And it's very nice. You can use this too with the Elements VS, the app for Android tablets. Alright, let's see what are the news. On the TWB-OSC functions documentation, you're gonna see new functions for the version 2.2.2. So we have this new function here, which permits you use a knob to navigate left and right on these tools here. So you go left and right on HDR panel using a knob, turning it left or right instead the buttons as we had before. For wave panel, still on the buttons, but for the element panel, we're gonna use a knob to use it. And if you're using another panel or controller, you can use a knob or a button. The two functions are there. Another important update is on custom curves. To add some new functions called copy to loom, to red, to green, to blue, and to all, I had to move the reset buttons, which was before here on the buttons. Now they are here on knobs. So you're gonna press these knobs here if you want to reset curves, reset the soft, or reset all the custom curves. You're gonna use these knobs here, just pressing them. And on the buttons now we have these new functions. This will permit you to copy one curve to another curve. So you just press the buttons and you will copy from whatever curve you are to the blue curve or to the green curve or loom or etc. On the qualifier mode, we had to do the same thing here. We moved the reset buttons to here on top, and now we have a new functions for reset hue and red, reset saturation and green, and reset loom and blue. If you turn to the left, you're gonna reset hue. If you turn to the right, you're gonna reset head. Then if you turn to the left, you're gonna reset saturation, to the right green, to the left loom, to the right blue. So now you have a way to reset the saturation and the green separately. You don't need to use the same buttons to reset two different things. And to reset all the qualifier, you have a knob here. You're gonna press this knob and will reset the qualifier. I had to do this so I could free all these buttons on the bottom, and now we have here the vector, the 6 vector presets for the qualifier. So you're gonna press this and it will automatically select the 6 vector green, blue, red, cyan, magenta, yellow, and the chroma dark light and dark light if you want. So you're gonna press this and the presets will be selected on the qualifier automatically. So these are the new functions. Let's see the elements panel, how it works. There's a lot to talk. Okay, for the element panel, we have a lot of more buttons and knobs and options, so it was easier to map less modes. We have I put some modes together and everything is better on this panel. So to start here, we have the first mode, which is edit and inspector mode in the same mode. So on the buttons, we have here all the options for the edit mode, so cut, delete, start to end, and clip gap, and etc. And if you press alternate, you're gonna have tools for the keyframes of inspector tools. So these are the buttons. You have the reset for transformation in audio, the keyframes, and the options to use on your edition. You can hit time, clip speed, and etc. The A and B buttons will always be an alternative function on A and next button bank here on B. I tried to not use a second bank, but in one or other mode I had to use. The same will be for KB. You have A for alt and B for knob bank, so you're gonna change the knob bank. And here A for alt and B for trackball bank, because you're gonna see there's a mode where you have 2 banks for trackballs. And here we have A for out and B for the trackball bank. We're gonna see we have a second bank in some modes. And if you press out and stop button, you're gonna change the buttons bank here, which you're gonna see there's some modes where you're gonna have second bank here. So for the elements here, the BT here, we have these functions, and in the second bank we have functions to insert, overwrite, replace, ripple, to insert clips on your timeline. So you can change here pressing the B, the bank. On KB, the knobs, we have a lot of functions like in out, home and ends, add a mark, select forward and backwards, and everything else. It's important to say there's the same functions which we have in Wave and Wave 2 panels. So you can watch the complete presentation in our website, and you're gonna see all the functions and everything that this can do, and of course the update videos. So you're gonna see new things that was added before, after I record the complete presentation, and all that functions will be here on the element panel too. Okay, so we have these functions here, and in alternate we have the inspector functions, so you can control zoom and rotation, position and volume, etc. So here we have knobs for edit and for inspector, same as here we have to edit and inspector on alternate. On the trackballs, we can control our timeline zoom, move our timeline, and move the clip or the edit point one frame to forward or backwards, exactly like in the wave panel. And going to MF, we have here some default things. Here on this button, the left up corner button will always be the select mode. So it doesn't matter what mode you are, this button here will be the select mode. So if you press it, you're gonna enter in select mode, and then you have all the modes, edit, curves, primaries, and etc. So this is always the select mode. On edit page, on edit mode, we have some other default things here. We have project settings, home settings, and we have the tools for edit. So we can select selection tool, blade tool, trim and dynamic trim tool. We can bypass our color grading, and we can go and back on full screen, and this is for the edit mode. On the alternate key, we have the control of our interface, so we can open and close media pool, sound library, inspector, and etc. And pressing Alt key and this bottom right corner button, we can start and stop the software. These tools here are default, doesn't matter where you are. So as I say, alternative, and go back and forward, stop, previous clip, next clip, and you have undo and redo, so you can Ctrl Z or Ctrl Shift Z going forward or backward with alternate key and these two arrows here. On the trackballs, we're gonna always have here the copy, the paste, so you can copy here, paste here, and with Alt key you can cut and paste attributes using these two buttons here. On the jog wheel, we can go forward and backwards step-by-step frames. So we can just turn this, you're going forward and backward step-by-step frames. And this is for the edit mode. Okay, for the color mode, we have some different things here on the tangent element. I could put together a lot of modes, so we have a list modes. This is very good and make things faster. And for the MF panel, we have a default thing for every panel. There's one or two things will change on this trackball here, especially in primaries and HDR, but all the rest of modes will be the same. And for the buttons and everything else are the same, doesn't matter what mode you are. And this is, you have the selection mode here on the buttons, you have control for your playheads, apply grade, grab seal, and other full screen and other tools here to control your color grading. And you have here the enable and disable buttons and things like that. And you have the nodes here, control for the choose the nodes and highlight, split, and everything else. This is here on the buttons in the first bank. And if you press alternate key and stop button, you're gonna change the button bank. And changing the button bank, you go to the second bank, which controls your color interface. So you can open and close gallery and keyframe and LUTs and etc. And that's it for the control of your interface. So this is a default for any color mode. And of course, you can press this button here to go to the mode selection. Down here is the same. You can go play backwards and forward and stop and previews and back next clip. And you can press the B button here, which will change the trackball bank. And in every mode, you have 2 trackballs bank. For the first one are the tools for that mode or the navigation between nodes here. So you turn this jog wheel here and you will navigate between the nodes. So most of them, which will have only this jog control. But for primaries and HDR, we have more controls here, of course. And on the second bank, you have default controls as copy, paste, pressing these 2 buttons here, and with alternate key, you have cut and paste attributes using these 2 buttons. And you can move this jog wheel to go and back step-by-step frame on your clip, of course. So the first bank, you have navigate nodes. The second bank, you have step frame and copy and paste tools. Okay, going to the primary logs here. This trackball in the first bank, of course, will control the 4th wheel. So moving the trackball, you're controlling the offset wheel. And if you want to control the jog offset wheel, you just press Alt and turn this jog wheel and will control the offset wheel. For the alternate and trackball, you're controlling the log 4th wheel, so you don't have to change between modes and anything else. You want to control your 4th jog wheel on the primary panels, just move the trackball. On the log panel, just move the trackball. And this for the offset doesn't make too much sense because they are the same. But if we go to the TK, so we have the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd wheel for the primary wheels here. And if you press alternate key and move the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd trackball or the jog wheel, we will automatically move the shadow, midtones, and highlights in the log mode. So you don't have to change between modes, you just move this. To control primary bars, you go to the KB, and here we're gonna have a bank for control the primary bars, which is in the second bank. We have here YRGB, 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 lift, gamma, again, and pressing alternate key, you have offset. This will control your primary bars here, which is the same that moving here, but we will be here on the bars, okay? On the first knob bank, of course, we have controls for the temperature, change, contrast, and etc. And press alternate key. We have 2 controls for the log tools called high range and low range here. They are only on the log panel, so you press alternate key and you will control them. Without pressing the alternate key, we have the controls for all the tools. In the primaries and logs, they are the same. On the third bank, we have controls for shadow, mid, highlight, and offset RGB here on the log panel. So we have control of this separately. For the buttons, we have reset, lift, gamma, again, and shadow, mid, and high. So you can reset the log and the primary separately, and you don't have to change the mode. We have resets for the offset, primaries, and log, and we have a button for color picker and the picker for the black point and the white point. And if you press alternate key, you have the alt white balance, and this is all the functions for the primaries, bars, log modes. On HDR mode, we have the highlight for each HDR wheel, these buttons here. We have the zone, black, and dark, shadow, light, and etc., which will open this panel and change between these zones here. We'll choose them, and we have reset buttons for color, for zone, and for all the HDR. We can reset only the color change or only the zone panel, or you can reset all the HDR. Pressing alternate key, we have the reset for the first, second, third, and fourth wheel here, and we have the black, dark, and etc. on off, so you can turn it on and off these zones. We have the zone open and close button here, so we'll open and close this zone panel, and we have a second bank with show and hide each zone, so black, highlight, dark, specular. You can show and hide using these buttons here on the second bank. As always, to change between banks, you have the B buttons here. As the same for the knobs, to change to other bank, you have the B button. But here on HDR, we don't have a second bank for knobs. What we have is the first wheel, exposure, saturation, and fall off, then the second wheel, then the third wheel, and the fourth wheel will have the exposure and saturation because it doesn't have fall off. Pressing alternate key, we have temperature, change, contrast, pivot, and etc. So we have all these controls here. And here on the TK panel, we have control of the first, second, and third wheel, of course. On MF, we have the fourth wheel here, the control on the trackballs. And the jog wheels will do some nice things because we don't have jog wheels here. So the first one will navigate between the wheels, so we'll change here, and this is different because on the wave panels are buttons, and here we're gonna turn the first jog and we'll navigate between these color wheels. The second jog wheel will control the max range, and the third one will control the fall off, so you turn the jog wheels here. Important thing that I forgot to say, doesn't matter in what mode you are, your alternate jog wheels in TK for the second and third will scroll the thumbnails here, will scroll this, and the third one will select the thumbnails. So you just turn this and will select each clip, and this will navigate fast, scrolling the thumbnails. Doesn't matter in what mode you are. On the TK panel, if you press alternate and move these jogs, you will do this. Keep going. On the MF panel, of course, we have the control of the fourth wheel here on the trackball, and the jog wheel will navigate between nodes, and that's it. For the curves, we put all the Kilston curves and Hue curves together, so this is amazing. You can navigate nodes here, and all the rest are the same. But for the buttons, we have here the bank one with the red, green, blue, luminance, and all. So you can select what Kilston curve you will control here. You can read all dots, delete dot, add default dots, and reset curves, reset soft, and reset all the curves. Pressing out, you have the red, green, blue, and all. So you're gonna select here, and you have the options to copy to red, to green, to blue, and etc. So you're gonna copy one curve to another using this menu here. And in the second bank is the hue curves control. So you have the red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and magenta. Select here, the read all dots, and reset hue curves. And press alternate, you can navigate between each hue panel here. So you just press alternate key. Go into the knobs. We have control for the intensity of the green, head, blue, and luminance here. And the control for the soft, low, high, LS, and HS. And we have these two here, which is input hue and output hue, which will control these two fields here. Doesn't matter in what panel you are, it will control these two here. The input and output. Pressing alternate, you have the same options but moving slower. On the TK panel, we have two trackballs working. The first one, you're gonna turn the jog wheel to choose between the dots on the curves, the Kilston curves, and the second one, to turning the jog wheel will select the dots on the hue curves, depending of what panel you are. And moving the trackball, you're gonna move the trackball, you're gonna move the dot on the keystone curves and on the hue curves, so they are separated here. That's it. Going to qualifier. Here on qualifier, the same for MF, nothing for TK. And for knobs, we have here the control of hue, center, width, soft and sim, and same for saturation and same for luminance. And pressing Alt key, you have the red, green, and blue. So you don't have to change between modes and nothing. You just have to be here. You can control hue, saturation, luminance, or red, green, and blue. On the second bank of the knobs, you have controls for your mate fineness. So you have the denoise, the clean black, mode, shape, and etc. Just use the second bank. For the buttons, you have the picker subtract, the add, the feather subtract, the add, invert, and we can turn on and off the hue, saturation, and luminance, just pressing these buttons that will depend in what panel you are. It will turn on and off here, and you can reset the same thing, depends in what panel you are, will reset the hue, saturation, and luminance, or the red, green, and blue. And if you press alternate key, you have here the selection of the color presets. So you're gonna have the 6-vector green, yellow, red, and etc. in the chroma, so it will automatically select each preset, the red, green, blue, cyan, magenta, yellow, and dark, light, and etc. And you have a reset for all the qualifier functions. Going to this next mode, you have the blur, sharpen, mist, and the RGB mixer in the same mode. So on the standard buttons here, you can select between blur, sharpen, mist, and link and unlink each panel, radius, and etc. And you can reset each panel or reset all the BSM. And pressing alternate key, you're gonna control the functions here on the RGB mixer. You can invert each color here, and you can select monochrome or preserve luminance. You can reset each mode, red output, etc. And you can reset all the RGB modes. And go into the element KB, and we have controls for red, green, and blue in the red output, green output, and blue output. Pressing the alternate key. So what we have here is the standard mode is the BSM, and pressing alternate key, you're controlling the RGB mixer. And of course, in the knob mode, standard mode, you can control the radius, green, red, and blue, the HV red and blue, scaling, and control the coring, soften, level, and mix down here. Next mode is power windows and key mode. It only works in the default mode of the key, this mode here. And you have same thing. The first standard mode is for the power windows. The alternate key is for the key. So when you press alternate, you have controls here on the knob for input gain, blur, and gain, offset, etc. And in the standard mode, you have controls for your power windows here, your transform, so you have size, aspect, and rotate, opacity, and everything else on these knobs. For the buttons, the same thing. On standard mode, you can add the power window, so you can add linear, circle, and etc. You can show and hide a power window, and you can add nodes with linear, circle, etc. You can delete a power window, or you can reset all the power windows. Pressing alternate key, you can control the buttons on the key, so you can control these buttons here. And of course, you can reset all the key panel. The next mode is motion effects mode, so you can control all the motion effects here, and you have here buttons to link and reset each spatial, temporal, motion blur. Pressing Alt key, you don't have nothing. On the knobs, you can control the temporal frames, motion estimation, etc. You spatial mode, radius, and luma, and chroma, and etc. And press alternate key, you can control motion blur, estimation range, and the motion blur itself. You don't have nothing here on trackballs. Same for the power windows or BSM. The last mode is the printer lights. Nothing for TK, but on KB we have controls for our printer lights, which are quarter controls here on these buttons: red, green, blue, cyan, etc. On these three buttons, we have quarter control for master, half control, and full control for the master. So all these are masters, quarter, half, and full. On the first part, we have in the standard mode, we have controls for each color, quarter, and alternate key will give us control for each color, half and full. So we have full, red, green, blue, etc. here, and on this 6 we have red, green, blue, cyan, etc. half control. The last mode, which is the selection mode, of course we can choose between each mode, so we can navigate between modes very fast. So it doesn't matter where we are, we just click on this button and we're gonna be here on the mode selection, and we can navigate between modes. But we have some nice things here too. On the mode selection, we have here control for our serial, for our nodes, so we can add serial nodes and parallel nodes, layers. We can add or remove nodes. We can reset all the node tree, and pressing alternate key, we can select the scope, so we can select what scope we want to see, or display focus and low pass here on our scopes. So in this mode, the selection mode, we have controls for scopes and nodes too. So it will be fast because you just click one button and you are there. You can control your nodes and etc. And that's it. That's all the functions of TWB on element panels, and you will love. You can use this with the application, the app for Android tablets. You can install the app, and using this map, just add a BT, a KB, a TK, and MF panel, and you can work with it on the Elements VS, which is this app, or with the real element panel if you have this panel with the BT, KB, TK, and MF. You're fine. You can use the element panel with this mapping. Just load it and be happy. And that's it. It's all what we have in this update. I see you in the next one. See ya.